What's going on, guys? Welcome back. Today we're diving into Forza Horizon 4, and the reason being is because we have a brand new festival playlist going on, brand new season in Forza Horizon 4, and lots of cool rewards and prizes and events that we're going to take place in, and hopefully get, as you can see, this Bugatti Divo. Now, we already have one, so the likelihood that we'll fully complete the actual festival playlist is very slim, but if you're looking to make some extra money or you don't have the car yet, then I definitely recommend it, and I'm going to kind of give you a little bit of a guide on how you can get it. So, let's jump out of here. The Bugatti Divo is just another car, man. It is so beautiful. It's they've done a really good job, Bugatti has, so nonetheless, we're going to jump out of here, jump over to the festival playlist really quickly, and I've kind of already gone over on my other account what we actually have to do. That way I'm not blindsided by anything. It's relatively pretty simple. It just is time consuming. So if you don't have the time to do it, it's not a big deal. Honestly, I think the Bugatti Divo, it's been around so many times that now the value of it is dropping on the auction house, so you can find it very easily. But here it is in the spring season rewards. It's 80% that you have to complete for the festival playlist, and then you actually unlock that. At 50%, you get this Alfa Romeo 155. I don't know much about it, but it is an older Alfa Romeo, and honestly not appealing to me, so I'm not even going for that. But it's just a bonus. If you're going for the Divo, you're going to get that no matter what. Now, what does this mean if you guys are brand new Forza players? What does 80% completion mean, or 50% completion mean? It means that you have to complete 50% of these challenges here, and we'll kind of go individually through each and every single one of them, and then of course we'll do the main Forzathon challenges, which is what you're going to see in this video. And it's relatively easy. Today's is really simple and not really time consuming, to be honest. I think I did it in like 20 minutes or half an hour, and I'm going to show you exactly what to do there. So let's back out of here. I just want to go over to the auction house really quickly because you'll see Divos all over it. Now, I think I have this set to 5 million credits. Let's go ahead and take a quick look. Sometimes they pop up, sometimes they don't. I think I did it for about, like, let's say 10 minutes going back and forth between this. And as you're doing that, you'll see that maybe 1 or 2 pop up every once in a while. 3 ended up popping up in like the 10 minutes or 15 minutes, however long I did it. But we're going to actually filter it all the way down to 0 max buyout. That way there's no cap. Pretty much every single Divo that pops up will be there. And here you go. You can get it for 8 million, 7 million starts. And as you can see, these ones are like 1 minute left, 4 minutes left, 5 minutes, 7 minutes, all the way up to 24 hours. And there's tons of them. So there's no shortage on Divos. So if you don't have the time to get it through the festival playlist, do not worry, you're going to get it no matter what, as long as you have the credits, which by now I hope you do. And if you don't, then check out some of my videos on how to actually make some money in this game. It's really simple, but like 80,000 as a highest bid at 16 minutes. Maybe you can even pick one of these up for like, I don't know, 4 million, sub 4 million. That'd be awesome if you can. So these ones start at 4 million, 7 million, 5 million, 1.1. You get the picture. It's pretty easy to come across a Divo. But nonetheless, if you don't have the credits or you don't want to spend the credits, I'll show you one of the best ways to do it. Let's jump into the Forzathon shop. Take a look at the rewards. We have an Aston Martin 177. And we have a Lykan Hypersport. Very cool cars, but not very hard to get. So I wouldn't recommend actually spending your Forzathon points on these. But if you do want to, or you don't have these cars, then go ahead and do it. And then, of course, you have your rubber boots. I don't really switch my outfit at all. I never have, actually, in the 2 years that I've played this game. I've gotten a bunch of things. And there's something actually very cool in the Forzathon rewards that is a piece of clothing, a piece of article, or article of clothing, and I'll show you that in a minute. But you have your super wheel spins and your normal wheel spins too. Never spend your Forzathon points on these. Like, it's such a waste, and honestly, if you do it, you're just, I don't know, you're wasting a whole bunch of resources where you could get very cool cars, because in the future, rather than the Divo being an 80% completion mark, it might be here right as the legendary car, and it'd be so easy to use your Forzathon points towards that takes a second, and then you have the Divo, rather than having to go through the 80%, if that makes sense. So save them. Do not do the wheel spins. Jumping over to the festival playlist, take a quick look. We already went over the 50% and 80%. The first challenge is the photo challenge. Now, I don't typically do this one just because it's not worth my time, but go ahead and do it. I don't even know if it actually counts towards any percentage completion of the actual overall season, but try it out. If it does, then definitely do it because it's super easy. This is always the one that I recommend, is the 4-part challenge for the Forzathon. Always do this because it gives you the most amount of completion towards that 80%. So that's, like I said, what we're going to go into today. I'm going to do all 4 because they're relatively easy. You also have your dailies, which I recommend doing. Get those dailies done, and those are super easy. Normally they literally just come as you're playing the game. So you play the game and you'll notice you get notifications saying you completed them. So that's really good. The trial is a 3-part race series that is involved with online. So you're playing with other people against an AI team, and you have to win pretty much in points all 3 races, or 2 out of 3 races. And it's a lot of fun, to be honest, if you get a good team or you have buddies. But if you get a bad team, it's not a good time, just because it's a lot harder to actually get the rewards. So this reward is the Hoonigan Porsche, which I highly recommend. Very fun car, awesome looking car as well. Then you have pretty much the same thing. You're with other teammates online, and they're playground games, so you do capture the flag, King of the Hill, that sort of thing. And the reward for winning, being on the winning team, is a Ford Escort 1977. Now, I think these cars aren't really expensive, but you're looking at maybe a couple million for the Hoonigan Porsche. After this event, maybe the price will drop. And then the Ford Escort, I'm not exactly sure what the price is on that. It should be relatively cheap, unless it is like a really rare car, like it actually says. But I have seen it say rare car before, and it's not so rare. Like, you can find it everywhere. So going over to the next one, reward is a super wheel spin. This is just simply a speed trap. So you have to get up to 270 miles per hour wherever this is, which is the highway, I think. This one is, these 3 actually, I'll go over these 3 all together. They're all just championships. So these ones you're going to have to do as well. Pretty much a 3-race championship per thing. So 9 races in total. And the rewards are a Hoonigan Escort. So they're heavily focused on Hoonigan this time. A Porsche 718 and a Ken Block helmet. That's the piece of clothing that I was telling you about. That's pretty cool to have. I'm never going to use it. I did get it on my alt account. I'm not, probably not. It depends if I go after the Divo or not in this. But yeah, it's just cool to have. So if you want it, then definitely do that. But if you're looking for the Divo, you have to do all 3 of these, because they do give you quite a large percentage completion. So you have to do all 3 of those anyway. And then you have a drift trap, or a drift zone. I suck at drifting in this game. I'm not going to lie to you. I really suck. I know a lot of people really enjoy drifting in this game. I did not do that on my alt account. And unfortunately, if you're not a good drifter, you're going to have to do this to complete that 80%. Pretty much you have to do each and every single thing, I believe, in order to get that 80%. And I'm not sure why, because that would consist of you having 100% completion. It might be these dailies that actually change, or you can leave out maybe 1 drift zone. Maybe 1 drift zone if you do everything. So I recommend pretty much do all the quick stuff. So try and do the speed zone, the danger sign. This is a danger sign, very, very easy. I did it in a Koenigsegg Gera RS, and it was like off-roading, so I didn't have a lot of speed, so it was very easy. But yeah, try and do these 3 if you're good at drifting. Do these 3, do the playground games because they're just fun, and then do this Forzathon challenge, do this photo mode, do these dailies if they just come up. Don't go out of your way to do them. And then start on these 3. Maybe do like the 2 cars if you don't have like the two cars. But if you have the Porsche 718, then do like the top two or whatever. Whichever ones that you actually want to do them. And then after you're done two of them, then do the third one if you need to. If that makes sense. I think it does. Anyway, we're going to jump into here. Like I said, it's super easy. It takes maybe 20 minutes. I'm going to try and go as fast as possible, but just enjoy the video if you have some time to kick back and enjoy. Pretty much what we're doing is owning and driving a low-cost bundle of fun, and that is the 1958 Austin Healey Sprite MK1. So I believe we have that. I'd be very surprised if we don't. On the alt account, I did not have that car, so I went over to the auction house, and lo and behold, because it's a popular car right now, it is super expensive. Super expensive. So let's jump into this right now. Go to the Sprite MK1. Take a quick look. Okay, those are a lot cheaper than what they were today. They were all like 20 million. And I'm like, what the heck? I'm like, holy crap, is this like a super rare car or something? And nonetheless, they were all 20 million, but there was one that was 600,000, just like this one. And I'm like, oh, I gotta buy that out, especially because it was like 11 hours and like 58 minutes. So it was like just posted. So I don't know if other people went in and bought all the other ones. So I wanted to be really quick with it. I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna buy it out for 600K. And that's a mistake. Don't do that. Don't spend 600K on this. Do not spend 20 million credits on this. Even a million, don't spend a million. Go over to your auto show if you do not have this, and you can buy it for 20,000 credits. I believe. I'm pretty sure. We're going to confirm that right now. Right here. 20,000 credits will get you this car. So make sure to do that if you don't have it. But you should have it. Honestly, I think you probably just get it by playing the game, and somehow it ended up in my garage. So I couldn't tell you how. Never used it before other than just for this, but we're going to go ahead and jump into it here. I think I have it. There we go. It's fully stock in this like banana yellow, ugly looking car, man. It's not a good car by any means. After saying that, like I did those 3 races and it was kind of fun. Like it wasn't that bad because it drifts nicely. It's easy to control because it's so slow. But definitely not a car that I'd be interested in using. So what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and upgrade this thing just a little bit. We're not going to keep it stock. And I'm going to give you like a little bit of a piece of advice. And it'll kind of help you just save a little bit of time. And we'll get to that in a minute. But for now, we'll just kind of upgrade this. I'm going to keep it under a D class as well. Just because one of the events that we're going to join with this car, you have to use a D-Class car. And by using this car in that race, it's like a double whammy. You're using this car to accomplish something, and you're also accomplishing the race as well. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to quickly just upgrade this all the way to the max D-Class that we can. I think pretty much the only thing that we can't do is like different tires and that sort of thing on it. So go ahead and put all these racing parts on it. Slam this thing to the ground. Put these things on it. Weight reduction. Jump out of here. Mess with the tranny. Got the clutch. Race transmission. Yeah, definitely not a car I recommend spending a lot of money on. Like, I felt kind of stupid after I spent the 600,000 on it. But it is what it is. We have the cash, so it's no big deal. See how much the tires jump your car up? Literally a D class 477 all the way up to like 830 or 49. Ridiculous. We'll widen the front by 1 and the back all the way. I don't think I did this, to be honest. But we'll go ahead and do that. I always do that on my cars just because, like, just add a little bit of girth to the wheels, widen it a bit, rather than having them like in the body. Just kind of looks a little bit better, especially for like thumbnails and photos like that. But there we go. We have that looking pretty good performance wise, design wise, it looks terrible. Go ahead and take a quick look at some of the nice designs that are available, and not really many good ones, to be honest. I don't know if any of these replicate like real life, but we'll go ahead do the purple one for now. And literally for that first challenge, all you have to do is jump in it. You don't even have to customize it. Don't have to put a paint on it. Jump in it and then go outside your garage. The reason we customized it is it just makes all the other challenges that we're going to have to do a little bit easier and more enjoyable. Otherwise, you're going to be moving at snail speed, going like 10 kilometers an hour, that sort of thing. And it takes like, I don't know, a minute to get up to 100 kilometers an hour. Ridiculous, right? So now it's a little bit faster, and like I said earlier, it's actually kind of fun. Just a little bit. Just because it's the back wheels just kind of slide like crazy. But there you go. As you can see at the very bottom, we got that first notification there. And I think I'm in Horizon Solo, hopefully. For now, I like being in solo just while I'm making videos, and then I'll jump into like a Horizon session. Just see who's on, that sort of thing. So the second challenge is feel the wind in your hair, earn 5 drafting skills while racing your Sprite MK1. So this is kind of where I was saying that you can kind of get a double whammy here. So you have to race. So if you go over here and look at your events, once you decide which 2 of these you want to do, go ahead and actually, you can't really decide. You have to do this one. The mini motors. If you're looking at doing this, you don't have to do it if you're not looking at doing this. The reason you have to do this one is because it allows you to use this car, but only as a D class. So once you get into this race, you can use this car, you can earn your drafting skills, and then even the next challenge that's going to happen is going to be highly skilled. Even the next challenge is you have to drive this car for like 17 kilometers or something like that. So as soon as you get those drafting skills, it automatically rolls over to the next challenge, and while you're racing, you're earning that time spent in that car. So that's why I recommend. It's what I did at least, and it was better, just save some time. So either way, no matter how you do it, it's totally fine. No matter what, if you're looking at getting that Divo, you're going to get it. So it's just a little bit of a tip and tricks sort of thing. So let's jump out of here. And this car is fully able to do this. It's at this class and at this level of customization. It's very easy. These races are super easy. Not much to it. You don't really have to race like dirty or anything either. Sometimes you cut people off in the corners here. But nonetheless, we just pretty much have to win this. If you're looking at winning that Porsche, then you have to do this on highly skilled. And if you're not looking at it winning that Porsche, then I don't think it really matters. You can do it at anything, but I always recommend just do it at highly skilled. You might as well. I may not actually win this. Maybe you do have to race dirty. We'll do a little bit dirty, but it is hard to control this car. It's easy to control. I don't know if that's the right terminology I use. It's just very slippy slidey. In the corners, it kind of just wants to kick out on you, but it's very easy to recover. Put it that way. Other than that one. Going nice and slow in the corners. The turning radius is buns. It's not good at all. I am going to lose this, to be honest. I am going to lose. So you have to race relatively dirty. Don't go trying to be clean like me right now. It's not working out really well. We're going to try our absolute best. I'm more focused on doing the video and making excuses, but it should be relatively easy, especially if you're a better driver than me. You can do it. I believe in you guys. And we're honestly supposed to be getting those drafting skills. That's the main reason we're in this race, is for the drafting skills. So we're going to go ahead and do that. I don't think I did that once. Because the sooner you do that, you want to do it in the very first race. Because the sooner you do that, then you transfer over to that third challenge. And you start earning progress towards that. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to actually I'll do the drafting skills first. Once I get the drafting skills, then I'll probably just cut to the next challenge. I can't get on a straightaway. It's just a race of being corners and stuff. All right. And it's ultimate drafting skills. It's not just drafting, it's ultimate drafting skills, I believe. I'm also kind of focused on winning just in case. I might as well win now if I'm going to get the Divo. See, we just got a notification down at the bottom. I don't know if that was for the drafting or not. That may have just been like one of the daily challenges that you just get from playing the game. I think this is last lap, and we managed to get into second. I don't know if we will be able to get in first. Don't do it, don't do it, don't. Oh, okay. Normally on the corners there, it stops you if you hit. It stops you dead in your tracks. Yeah, I don't think we'll get first, to be honest. I think I'm playing too safe into the corners and stuff. But that's fine. You don't necessarily have to win all 3 races. Actually, if I gun it here, I could have. If I rewinded there, I could have easily taken first, but I'm not too worried about it. You don't have to win all 3 races. You just have to have overall, like the overall most points by the end of the 3rd race. So next 2 races, ideally, I want to come in first and first, or first and second, or maybe even second and second. But the whole idea is that first guy has 4 points more than me. So I need to somehow flip that and get 4 points more than him, if that makes sense, like for the next 2 races. But what we're going to do, we're going to jump out of here, take a look at that Forzathon, see if we actually got the drafting skills. I don't think I did because I wasn't really drafting at all, unless it just randomly happened while I was doing it. So let's jump out of here, take a quick look. I did get it. There you go. I was doing a piss poor job at that, and I ended up getting it. So, like I said, super easy. The next one is the 10-mile drive. So I have 0.7 miles out of the 10 miles just because I was racing. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to go do all 10 miles, and then I'll come back for the 4th challenge, which again is super easy, and we'll go over that as well. Alright guys, so at the bottom there, I just received the notification saying that I did accomplish that, and pretty much all I did was I finished up the 2 races, literally just got out of it and drove like maybe 10 feet, and then it gave me that notification. So if you complete that entire championship, you should actually get that 3rd challenge completed. So again, it's a double whammy just because you're getting that championship out of the way towards that 80%, and you're also getting that 3rd challenge out of the way for driving this 10 miles. And we did end up winning that 1960 Porsche, which is very cool. I think we already have one, to be honest, but if not, I'm sure it's like an expensive classic car, so it's good to have. Just quickly go through this, collect all my rewards, and then we'll jump back into the playlist and take a look at what that 4th challenge is. And if I do remember, it should be relatively easy. It's score a total of 6 stars from speed zones with your MK1. So relatively easy. As I said before, we ended up just doing that. So let's take a quick look at how much percentage it gives you. Only 6%. So per race that you did, you only get 2% completion towards that overall score. That's crazy. Absolutely crazy. I thought it was going to be more than that. But 6%, 12%, 18%. So that's only 18%. These give very, very little. And then those probably give relatively like 6% as well. This is a big ticket item, like I've been saying. Make sure to do this one first and then go on to the other ones. But if you can kind of pick and choose, like for example, this one is get 6 stars from speed zones. If any of these were speed zones, which this one's not, it's a speed trap. If they were speed zones, that's the one you would want to go to and try and actually 3-star or get your stars. But it's not, so what we're going to do, we're going to go to a random speed zone and get 6 stars. Now you don't have to do 3 stars when you do it. Let's just kind of find an easy one, I guess. This one looks relatively easy. Is that a speed zone? That's what I'm supposed to go to, right? Yes. You don't have to get 3 stars when you're doing it. You can do 2 stars, 2 stars, 2 stars, 1, 2, 2, 1, whatever adds up to 6. So you don't need your car to be fast. It doesn't really matter. It takes an extra, like, I don't know, minute to do an extra 1 pass through, so it's fine. I think if you're doing this, you have 1 minute. And these are pretty much, you just have to get up to a certain speed throughout the entire thing. All the cars go invisible so you don't actually crash, which is really nice, really important for actually getting high scores in these. But pretty much I'm just going through it. Hopefully you don't go off the road. If you go off the road, it doesn't count. You get 0 stars, in which case you will have to do it multiple times. So I think we probably only scored like a 2 star there. It shouldn't be hard to score 2 stars, but if it was 1, then that kind of blows, because then we have to do 6 different runs. And as you can see, I just turned around right at the end there, so not a lot of speed, to be honest. So there's a good chance that we only actually got 1. I don't know what you actually need, but we got 3 stars on this before, so I'm thinking it should be pretty easy. I never really go hard in these, trying to get good scores. So there we go. And it doesn't tell you, because I already had 3 stars on it. It just kind of highlights that I have 3 stars at the end of it. So I don't really know if I got 1 star, 2 star, 3 star, whatever I got. Definitely didn't get 3 star. I'd be very, very surprised. Going back through it. Pretty much just do it until you get that notification. Or if you wanted to check to see how many stars you have out of 6, then you can go back to that festival playlist page and it'll tell you the progress on the event. It'll say 2 out of 5 or 2 out of 6 or whatever it is, sorry. But we should probably have 1 more to go. There it is at the bottom, actually. So we did 2 stars, 2 stars, 2 stars, and we ended up getting it. So let's go ahead, take a quick look, see the progression. If it's another 6%, if we're at 12%, then this whole video is chalked. But if we're not, then we're golden. So 21%. So that gives you a total of 15% towards the completion. 21% is quite a ways there. We're probably going to, now that those 2 events are done, probably going to go ahead and actually win the Divo. And then we'll be able to sell it for a couple million, at least 4 million, just make a little bit of credits. But there you go. That is pretty much all you have to do for the Forzathon. And then the bonus to that is you get 200 Forzathon points towards the Forzathon shop, which is very, very important. This is very, very important for future cars to show up here and you actually have the points to be able to buy them. That is super important. So at the very least, just do that even if you're not doing anything else. That way you get those points. But yeah, very, very simple. I didn't actually get these daily challenges. So if you don't get them throughout doing that, then maybe go one after another. Just kind of get them done because they're only limited amount of time. Like the one is win 2 dirt scramble events. I don't even know what that is. Maybe just 2 dirt racing series. But 9 hours left. You guys probably won't be able to do it because by the time this video is up, it's already been 9 hours. So you won't be able to do that one. You probably already did it though. But you can do the next one and the next one, and then the new one's already there as well. So, and then of course you get your 7 daily challenges as well. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much it. And I hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure to smash that like button for me. I do appreciate it. It does help. Make sure you guys are subscribed if you do enjoy the content or find anything helpful. I appreciate that as well because it helps us kind of grow. I have a goal of by the end of the year hitting 100,000 subscribers, and I know we can do it with your help. So please subscribe if you do enjoy. If you don't enjoy, don't subscribe. That's as simple as it is. And if you're also here still, what I want to start doing is maybe a question of the day for all the people who make it to the end of the videos. And today's question will be, what is your favorite car in Forza Horizon 4? What's your go-to car? So you jump in the game, the one you want to be driving around with your buddies or drifting or whatever it is. What is that car? Let me know down in the comments below. But anyway, guys, that's going to wrap it up. Thanks so much for watching. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.